Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jarek and welcome back to some Farming Simulator 25 here on the New Frontier map and our survival challenge. Now we are in the month of February. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Looks like our oats and our wheat is ready. So let's go ahead and get him started on the oat field. Let's get in our other harvester. We'll go drop off the corn header. We got our newly enlarged sunflower field there. We'll get him started on wheat. Get him started here. Alright, let's get into our truck. Let's go get our wood. Now we've got 2 fields to harvest, and then we got to redo all those fields. I'll do my best to get all that stuff done off camera. Once we get through harvesting and selling our products. We are saving up for a cow barn. Let's go ahead and get our wood on here. And I'll have to cut down more trees and all that stuff off camera too. To be able to keep our production going. Now once we get going pretty good, we won't be doing as much forestry work, but we will keep our thing going here. We have to clear the trees to expand our farming land, obviously. Here. If we can get it to cooperate. Wanting to cooperate, okay. Set it down and then move it over as far as we can. Has used all of the wood, so we need to put more in there. Obviously, I will be cutting down more trees and putting more wood in off camera. We have lots of trees to cut. Alright, let's get these in the truck. Edge. We'll get that in a minute. our products this month should fund us being able to buy a cow barn. Maybe a few cows. We won't be able to get a lot. But we do have TMR already for them, so let's get this put back up there. Let to stay. Alright. Let's go ahead and strap this stuff in. Let's go grab our milk and wool. Production menu here. Our farm production. Alright, so buffalo's not cut on. We need to cut goat milk on. So they are on. And we have our fabric cut on. Fabric is cut on. We're not going to make clothes. The fabric is worth more. I know that sounds weird, but the fabric is worth more. What else does that building? It makes cakes or something? Cake. Does it make cake? It does. What do we need for cake? Sugar we don't have. Alright, well, that's alright. We don't have sugar yet. Let's go ahead and get our eggs. We'll drop that off in our building. Then we'll get the rest of our products. Sell those. This one and the other one. Let's go ahead and get this stuff in there. Let's go and grab our other pallet of eggs out of here. And we're going to put it in the preserved food factory over here. Here. Alright, let's go and check that out. We do have, alright, eggs, flour. Alright, so we're going good there. Alright, let's get our rest of our products. Let's check this. Sawmill still has some wood, so yeah. We're not going to get rid of these sawmills. I have a lot of trees to cut down on our new property and still some on our old property. So we're going to just leave those sawmills here so we can process that wood without me not having to transport it over to the other sawmill. So it'll be easier for us to do here. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay. And we will put this right here. Let's check our other sawmill over here. Yep. Still got wood too. These are okay on wood for a little while, so I won't be cutting down trees a whole lot on this side. Most of our trees will be cut down over by our other sawmill. But I will cut down, just start cutting these trees down one at a time and bringing them over here. And keep these productions full. Alright, put that there. That is all the wood. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these in there. We do have lots of production going on now. We're up to 86,000 so far. Hopefully we will hit 140 today and be able to get our cow barn built. Like I said, I don't know if we will. Should. But we got to leave ourselves a little bit of operating money too. So, alright, that's all of that. Let's go ahead and pull forward. We'll get our oil and we're going to have to go empty our wheat here pretty soon. Alright, let's get our oil. Just put it back here. And this is let's go into our production here. What oil does it use? Oil. Okay, it doesn't use oil. It makes oil. So let's turn on. Where's sunflower oil? Let's activate that. Oil. Alright, so the only thing it uses is canola. So let's go into here. Let's put, alright, it is on distributing. Okay. Should have, let's just put these up here for now. Let's go ahead and get our mushrooms. Just go ahead and turn. We got mushrooms. Check and see if we got any lettuce, tomatoes. We probably have a pallet of each. Alright, we do. go ahead and set that there. Let's grab this one. And we're just going to push this one. We have no way to use lettuce and tomatoes. I wish we did. But there aren't new productions currently that I know of that use lettuce and tomatoes. So let's get these up here. Get these sold. And we'll go empty our Alright, so 175,000, that's good. Let's go get our wheat, and then we can use this to fill the chicken coop up. And the rest of it will go to making flour. Top off our chickens. Let's make sure these are the only two fields that we have already. They are. Let's go ahead and get this over to our chicken coop. Over to our flour meal, flour and oatmeal. Was it full of wheat? Let's check here. No. Just try to get a little closer. Let's go into here. First, we're going to check what's on sale just in case. Alright, now that tractor, 155 horsepower, not really something we really want. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Right, let's go ahead and go to construction. We're going to go ahead and build us a cow barn. I'm looking at these ones that I downloaded to see if, yeah, I don't think any of them are better than what we have. That one. We're just going to go with the one that we've been using. Alright, so here's our trailer. Alright, so yeah, land is not really that even. So let's see how this is going to work here. Alright, this is what I'm looking at here. Okay, trying to get this zoom out. Let's get that turned. We're going to back it up just a hair. There we go. Alright. Let's go take a look at that. Looks like it's a little sunk in the ground, but I think it'll still work. Yeah, it'll still work. Yeah, the back end looks kind of janky. That's okay. We can still purchase animals. Alright, we are going to go with water buffalo. And we have 35,000, so we'll do $20,000 worth, so 16. Alright. Let's go get in one of our tractors. Let's get our trailer. Well, actually, we'll get the forage wagon, because we need to get some TMR, and there should be some in there. Alright, let's start filling that. Might help if we get it under the spout there. Just turn it on. Alright, we want total mixed rations. We're not going to fill it all the way up. We're going to fill it up to about 50,000, I think. Actually, we'll stop there. That should be enough to feed the cows for this month. And we will start getting buffalo milk. So that ain't gonna work. Let's go ahead. We're gonna have to let it set flat. So let's go ahead and sell our cows. Sell the building. Alright, go out. We'll lose a little bit of money, but that's alright. We'll fix it. Alright, so P, construction, delete. Alright, and let's go back to cow barn. buffalo. And yeah, we'll go with that. So we end up with only 10 cows instead, but that's okay. Well, you should be able to drive in here with no problem, hopefully. Backing out may be an issue. Alright, let's just fix that real quick. We're going to have to smooth out the ground a little bit. Go ahead and pull this back up. Okay. Alright, now let's smooth the ground. And we'll go to construction, landscaping, we'll go to smooth. Smooth that ground down a little bit. Alright, let's see if that made it any better. Maybe? Alright, we got it in. Let's go ahead and get Alright. Alright, so he's done. I think our other guy's done too. So we'll go put this directly into our oil and flour mill. Here. And fill it up with gas while we're here, because it needs some diesel. Alright. Alright, now let's go look in our other production. Does it use oats? Oats. I don't see oats in it. We should have put some of the wheat. in there, but we don't have honey yet, so it doesn't matter. Just honey and rice, and then wheat, and raisins, and honey. All right. Let's see where we are there. We got a decent amount of oats in there making flour. Alright. Let's go ahead and close this up. Alright, let's go start picking up some straw. Get a little bit of this picked up, and then that'll be a video. And like I said, I'll get the rest of this done off camera. For next episode, we'll be moving on to March. We'll go ahead and get some of this picked up on video. Like I said, I will finish up picking up the straw and getting the fields repurposed. Put this straw into the silo, and then I'll probably sell the other straw just to boost our income a little bit since we're pretty low on cash. So we'll get through with this one, and I'll dump this off in the silo, and then the straw will pick up off the other field. Probably sell just to give a little bit more money, because I will need to do some worker stuff off camera. We don't want to break ourselves completely. Well, that's going to be our video for today, guys. I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow. And I do appreciate all the support you've given me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope that y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.